So we're going to factorise these quadratics, but they're slightly different because there's only two terms in them. But you'll notice that the first term is a square number and the second term is a square number. So I'm going to show you what you would do in the grid and also the trick. So my grid, it's a quadratic, it's a double bracket. That's x squared and that's minus 121. That would be x, that would be x. And that means that I need two numbers that times to give negative 121. If I split this up, x squared plus 0x minus 121. So these two numbers here, they're going to times to give negative 121. And they're actually going to add to give nothing. So if I think of two numbers that can work with, it's going to end up being 11 times negative 11. So 11, negative 11. And let's just check that works. 11 times negative 11 is negative 121. And then 11 take away 11, because that would be 11x. This would be minus 11x. That would equal 0. So that's correct. So the answer is x plus 11, x minus 11. And the trick is to square root each of the terms. So the square root of x squared is x, x, x. Square root of 121 is 11, 11, 11. One of them's positive, one of them's negative. So if I have a look at the next one and just do the trick, so I've got two brackets. I can see it's a difference of two squares, and that's the hardest part of the question, actually spotting that it's a difference of two squares. The square root of x squared is x. The square root of 25 is 5. One of them's going to be a positive, one of them's going to be a negative. And let's just have a look at a harder one. So this time we've got 4y squared minus 9w squared. Let me just do it in a grid to start with, and I'll do the trick as well. So it's 4y squared minus 9w squared. So that's going to be 2y times 2y. And I need two terms that times to give 9w squared, but add or subtract to give that, there's that imaginary 0 in the middle. Imagine 0y or 0x, whatever. So we're going to have minus 3w and plus 3w, because minus 3 times positive 3 is minus 9, and w times w is w squared. And let's just see, did that work with the trick? So I've got square root of 4y squared, square root the number, 2, square root the y squared, y. And that's the front part of the brackets. And then square root of 9w squared, square root of 9 is 3, square root of w squared is w. And one of them is going to be positive and one of them is going to be negative.